Love has to be just like a living object in front of you. So for that, Baul has created the path with yoga, with bhakti, with jnana.
Namaste. Today I'm in the concluding session of the first ever Indica Yoga Utsav happening in Mysuru today. And today I have with me a very special guest who happens to represent one of the very special tradition of Indic Yoga, that is Baul. So first, before I introduce our special guest, I just want to give a small introduction about what is Baul Parampara or Baul tradition. Bauls are the mystic minstrels living in the rural Bangladesh and West Bengal. Bauls move from village to village by singing to the accompaniment of ektara, that is one string instrument, and dubki, that is drum. Baul music carries influences of Hindu bhakti movements. It transmits the Indian scriptures by distilling it into simple yet profound songs in Bengali. And Bauls are yogis. They do mantra, japa, nada yoga, pranayama, and they are magic bringers through music. And today I have with me Ma Parvathy Baul. Ma, I must tell you, I personally follow your Facebook page, and I was thinking today you will make us sing that Shiva Shiva song which you had done in one of your concerts, because that's my personal favorite song of yours. But before I introduce you, can I just have it from you? So, what is Baul?
Baul is a very ancient tradition. We say the Adi Baul or the first Baul is Shiva himself. We have in our songs that you can, Shiva is, his ways are upward, because he's the one who lives Golden Palace of Kashi, and he lives in the Smashan in Manikarnika.
Yeah.
So his ways are not ordinary. He's taking this extraordinary path to realize the inner yoga. So Baul is like that. Baul receives everything that is extraordinary. And what is the essential sadhana for Baul is prem, love. But how to arrive at love? We can say love, but can we really experience love? It's like you say sugar, sugar, but you will not experience sweetness.
Yeah.
Similar way, it has to be a very real experience which you can feel, which you can touch, which you can hear, which you can see. Love has to be just like a living object in front of you. So for that, Baul has created the path with yoga, with bhakti, with jnana. Jnana is the songs, are the wisdom songs. And jnana, bhakti, vairagya, this renouncing continuously in the path of contemplation, whatever comes up, our wants and our desires, it never ends. So every time it comes up, Baul is addressing to that.
Okay.
So this is the parampara, and yogis have walked this path for thousands of years. The name Baul came much later, before they were known as Siddhacharyas, in the very ancient time, maybe 11th century, 8th century, during that time. So where we are looking at is that what Baul is today is something that is a confluence of bhakti and yoga. And it was introduced to the Baul in 15th century by Nityananda Mahaprabhu, who is the disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Okay.
So that is what we are carrying at this moment.
Is Baul a folk tradition or yoga parampara?
Baul is a yogic parampara.
And what is the essence of Baul? Is Baul Vaishnava or Shaiva or Tantra or Shakti Tattva? So what is Baul? Like,
Baul, the main sadhana of the Baul is Sahaja. Sahaja is the arriving at the nature that is spontaneous. So that is Sahaj. For example, when you go to a yogi who is deeply enlightened, who has done many years, for example, you can take Nim Karoli Baba, for example. When you go to him, he will be just simply sitting and telling you, go sing Ram Ram or have puri, have food. It becomes so Sahaj for him. When he's talking to divine. But how he arrives to that? Is it one bird or is it many birds that he has been practicing and contemplating on? And then he arrived at that tanmayata, that oneness, tanmay,
Yeah.
to become like he becomes the divine through the meditation. He becomes, it's like the fireflies goes to the fire
Yeah.
and becomes fire.
Yeah.
So he became the fire. So that called Sahajavastha. That is Sahajavastha. This is the practice of the Baul, to arrive in that state of Premonmad. Premonmad means intoxicated with love.
Couple of sentences, Baul, history and modern times. So how are you connecting that? So because
This-
we know whatever was how the Baul Parampara has arrived. Today, people are looking at something like fast paced, or they can say I can give you only 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. So but Baul is not something like that. It's like it's some for some time it is sadhana for the lifetime. So how is it confluence you are seeing between Baul as a history and Baul in modern times?
Baul in the history also was in this timelessness. But there are people, not so many in number, who want to commit to this timelessness and who already committed to this timelessness. So I feel that it is not there were always, the sadhakas were always few. It was not that we had thousands and thousands of people trying to become sadhaka. Sadhakas are only few. Sadhana path is like everybody starts, then they arrive at something, and then they cannot continue further because it becomes narrower and narrower and steeper and steeper. So it's
Okay.
difficult to climb. So only the last one, few, will arrive at the peak. That we can see even through mountaineering. Like
Yeah.
everybody goes up to
Yeah.
base camp or the other camp, but to reach there is
The peak,
only
huh?
like
Very
2
few.
or 3 people.
Yeah.
Sadhana is the same thing, and for everything it is the same thing. So I do not have expectation that there are hundreds of and thousands of people will become Baul. They can know about it. They can become aware of such tradition. They can inspire in their life. But I am not expecting them to be a sadhaka. Sadhakas are always few. But Baul definitely has the potential to soak people in divinity. It definitely has the potential to soak people in bhakti. And this is what, once we have bhakti, then this, 5 years, 2 years, 3 minutes reel, everything will disappear. Then one will start seeing in the continuity, because we say the Guru Bhakti is like the flow of the oil, which
Yeah.
is continuous, slow but continuous. So, and it flows only in certain pace. It cannot go fast or it cannot go very slow. It has a pace.
It has its own pace.
It has its own time. It has its own pace. So that they will start recognizing. So this is possible for everybody.
Okay.
Sadhakas only few. But that is everywhere, I think this is.
Yeah. So every tradition, yes. it
Every
is like
tradition
that.
is this.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ma. So
Yeah.
I have to tell about Parvathy Ma. So Parvathy Ma is Baul Sadhika, who is a practitioner of ancient Baul path. She is Shishya of Gurus Sri Sanatan Das Baul and Sri Shashanko Goshai. And she is currently setting up a traditional Baul school, that is Sanatan Siddhashrama in Bengal. Ma, thank you so much for gracing
Guru.
this interview. Thank you so
Jai
much.
Guru.